Right now, though, talking about the COVID vaccine could be coming right to your doorstep. Starting today, the Mecklenburg County Health Department launched a new Doses to Doors program. Health Department workers giving out shots right there at your front door. This is part of an urgent push to make getting vaccinated easy. And we can tell you this new program started this morning in West Charlotte. We knew a few people who took advantage of it. WCNC Charlotte's Chloe Leschner explains how this first day went.
There are many different reasons why half of the population in Mecklenburg County still hasn't been vaccinated.
I haven't been vaccinated yet because I didn't have the convenience to get around to getting there.
All it took for this West Charlotte man to roll up his sleeve was the health department and medical director, Dr. Meg Sullivan, bringing it directly to his door.
It's a little bit more flexibility for me now. I don't have to worry about in the next 2 weeks. Worrying about, who got the disease or who I may be around to have it.
But so many others are hesitant or don't trust it. It's why volunteers with Action NC are going door to door to give the facts on the shots.
It's not confrontational. It's not like you've got to get the shot, but our whole job is to dispel those type of rumors and things.
And sometimes a conversation.
Take your time and think about it.
Leads to the choice to get protected. Now the volunteers can guarantee it gets done. Health department workers close by with shots, removing barriers and making it so simple it's hard to pass up.
But we're hoping this will switch from just getting a commitment to getting an actual shot in the arm.
While more and more Canadians are getting vaccinated right now, it's also important to plan ahead for the future. We've reached an agreement with Pfizer for 35 million booster doses for next year and 30 million in the year after. This deal includes options to add 30 million doses in both 2022 and 2023, and an option for 60 million doses in 2024. Pfizer has been a solid partner for Canada in this fight against COVID-19, and we're happy to be one of the first countries to secure an agreement with them going forward. These boosters will be the latest version of the Pfizer vaccine based on research and testing, and they will help us keep the virus under control. And the work doesn't end there either. We're on ongoing discussions with other vaccine manufacturers about their plans for booster shots too.
First case of the Lambda variant. Dr. Randall J. Olson joins us now. He's the medical director of the Molecular Diagnostics Laboratory at Houston Methodist. Dr. Olson, good morning. Thank you for being here. I think so much of this variant stuff can just feel pretty overwhelming and feel like each new one we hear about sounds scarier than the last, but just kind of walk us through this Lambda variant compared to the Delta variant, and then also the initial strain of COVID-19 that we saw last year and what it means for people, especially in your area.
Sure. So thanks for having me. The Lambda variant is sort of interesting in that it's gotten a lot of attention in the lay and scientific press over the last week or two. And this is in part because it's been recently upgraded to a variant of interest by the World Health Organization. That means we're keeping a close eye on it because it's got some mutations that are concerning. However, when you look at it overall, at all the mutations it has, it's probably less concerning than the Alpha and Delta variants that are causing massive waves of infection across the United States.
So what does the Lambda variant mean in terms of fighting this virus, and how's your hospital preparing for more cases of Lambda and also of other variants?
Right. So we're preparing for not only Lambda, but all the variants and keeping a close eye on all of them. Right now we're clearly seeing the start of a fourth massive wave of infections in Houston. So we're preparing. We're starting to reinvigorate some of the precautions that had been paused during the trough after the third wave. And, as I mentioned, really the treatment or the approach to all the variants is sort of the same. So we're really preparing just for the next wave of infections.
As we're seeing across the country, unfortunately. Dr. Olson, we're approaching a year and a half of fighting this pandemic. Many of the headlines, unfortunately, right now sound more similarly to the beginning of the pandemic than when we've been doing better in recent months. Just how are you and your coworkers doing?
Well, I think like everyone, we're fatigued, but we've been through 3 massive waves previously. So using lessons learned through those, I think our game plan going into this next wave is pretty well established. We're certainly, preparing for the surge. I work in the laboratory, and we're preparing for a surge in the number of new tests to be performed, particularly on our rapid platforms that we save for our sickest patients.
All right, Dr. Olson, well, thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for joining us, and we'll be thinking about you as we all head into this 4th wave. Thanks again.
Great, thank you.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking.
Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect, and those in the gospel abroad, lifting up the stern of Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai. This is just a quick lesson through the Spirit about this whole ordeal and the UN, etc. It's come to my knowledge that the UN is over here in Babylon because you had various personnel of the United States military that brought out that they're not going to go through with the door-to-door or with the implementation of this on the people. They felt when they've joined the military, they had a right to uphold the Constitution of the United States. So therefore, they're not with it. And you're going to have a lot of kickback from the military on this thing. So you can expect a lot of the U.S. troops to resign or to get what they would consider dishonorably discharged from the military because they're not complying with this. This is one reason why we believe the UN is over here to enforce those particular draconian laws. Okay, what they claim to be peacekeepers, which we all know anytime that the UN steps foot in any demographic, that's always hell to pay. Now, September is going to be required for the U.S. military to get jabbed. It's going to be a requirement. All right, those that don't get it, they are being held off in like some type of quarantine facility, until they decide to do so, or when to Esau has them on standby to further notice, or they just get kicked out. But in retrospect, a lot of the military personnel that does leave, that uphold their so-called constitution, those will be the ones that set up private militias or militias to go against the UN. Because I'm gonna tell you like this, when the UN makes their move, it's gonna be a bloodbath because you're gonna have a handful of people that's gonna rise up and they're gonna fight back. That's just what it boils down. People are not gonna sit back and allow it. They realize this is an agenda being pushed. They realize that things are not what it seems, and it's always something like this whole thing of the new lambda. Like somebody should look up what that means. I mean, we understand a lamb or goyim, sheep, and da. I think that's the 3rd or the 4th letter of the Hebrew alphabet. You got Abba, Da, Ka, Ha, Wa, Sha, Tazah, Kwa, etc. Somebody should really look that up and see what it means, because I'm pretty sure it's an underlying meaning to it. And what's so funny, I wasn't even going to say this, but last night, Lord gave me a sort of a revelation on this thing. All right, and through the Spirit, I was in a dream. I was like in some city, and I was with I was trying to see who. I can't really recall who I was with. I'm familiar with it, but at the same time, it was kind of blurry. But it was pretty much everybody was, taking the jab and this and this and that. So the Lord had me to come across the potion. All right, and when I played this video, they showed it like in a little capsule. All right, so the Lord had me to take some of it. I took it, and it was bitter as all hell. It was toxic. Okay, it wasn't in the form of an inoculation. It wasn't nobody sticking me with it. I just found it and I tasted it on my own merit because of my mindset. I was thinking of like a possible cure or like a remedy, but the Lord had me to take it to show and to bring out that this is not what I'm trying to say it without getting, you know, any type of penalties, but this is not what they're saying. This is something totally different. Okay, and in the dream when I took it, it was toxic as all hell. It didn't kill me or anything, but I wanted to puke. I wanted to get it out of my system as quickly as possible, but the spirit like, go ahead and try it. I'm like, I'm not taking that shit. But, you know, nobody came and forcibly put it in. It wasn't like that. It was in the form of a capsule, like in a medicine bar, and I drank it. And it's fucking poison, man. You see what I'm saying? So that right there is the reason why this thing is being pushed the way it's being pushed. You gotta ask yourself, why are they going so hard with pushing this with this stuff? All right, different variants and all this other stuff. You gotta ask yourself, why are they going so hard with it? So it's the reason why you have new cases and variants and stuff like that, because it's the people that is taking it is the cause of all the deaths and, you know, the mass numbers and stuff. It comes from the people that are in compliance with it. The people that's not dealing with it, so to speak, they'll make the ones you have to worry about. But it's the people that's dealing with this, is the people that's really the cause of things, quote unquote, spreading. That's what they're not telling you, but they're blaming it on the un-V for vendetta instead of the V for vendetta. The people that's V for vendetta is the reason in, you know, spikes and all this other stuff, all right? But I really wanted to say in this time, man, like the scriptures say, don't get hasty, okay? Sit back and you pray to the Lord and you ask him what move to make. And I got that off the spirit because I was watching the elder brother Muwatazak. I was watching his video and, you know, he echoed it from what another brother, and I'm echoing it again because it made a lot of sense. Because you know what? I was praying last night and I was praying this morning, and then the Spirit had me to watch that video. Because honestly, brothers, we don't know what move we're going to make, but it's all through the Spirit. Like every man of the Lord, mainly David, like the scriptures say, don't do anything unless you attain to wise counsel and prayer to the Most High. All right. And the Son is a form of counsel through the Spirit. So you want to ask the Lord, what do you do in a time of this? What move would you make? Okay, same thing how when Joseph was given a revelation to go down into Egypt to escape, what was it, Pilate or no, Herod from killing Yahushua. That's the same thing. We have to wait on that message. We have to wait on that call. Don't get too hasty in a state of panic, because when you do so, your judgment is clouded, and then you would do something that will cause you it will cost you your life possibly. Okay, it will cause you to make ruinous decisions. This is why you can't be hasty. You have to go and you have to inquire of the move that the Spirit wants you to make. Because anybody see a group of UN troops outside of your house, first thing you're gonna do is like, I gotta get the hell up out of here. God, that's the first thing anybody would do. You know, that's what your flesh is telling you to do. And on top of that, nobody is telling you to sit back and be a target. But you got to think about this spiritually. They kick in your door, you just going to start shooting bullets at the damn door? Because if you do that, you're surely to be put to death. Because now you're taking matters into your own hands. So don't be like these hasty jakes, man. You know, these guys that carry guns, the camps, you know, like the you know, we going to put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Like these other camps, man, these dudes believing the sword is going to give them the victory. You know, they trust in their guns. They're going out the daggermen, so to speak. Don't put your faith in no weapon, man. All right. That's the first thing. Now, if the Lord wants you to fight back, then the Spirit will tell you, okay, this is your time. You're fighting back. But if in the process of fighting back, the Spirit will help you to prevail. Spirit not going to have you to fight back and you get destroyed. Lord send an angel to you, say, yeah, when they come through, defend yourself. If the Spirit of an angel of the Lord come and tell you that, that's what you will have to do. But that's on a spirit by spirit basis, if you get what I'm saying. All right. Because the Spirit is with you. Lord said, I'm with you to deliver you and to save you. So you got to understand on listening to the Spirit, man. You have to solely listen to the Spirit, because if you think you're going to fire 12 shots into a door and they come in, they're going to just put you down. And, you know, some people, they prefer to go out that way. Me personally, I'm focusing on the Spirit. I'm hoping the Spirit give us spiritual power, or that we hop a jet out of here before it happens, or the Lord give me a dream or a vision a day or two, or whenever before this shit, say, you know what, get your stuff and just go south, go north. You know what I'm saying? It's like, where will I go? Same thing with the angel came and told Habakkuk, he said, well, look, go to Babylon and take Daniel to dinner. He said, my Lord, I don't know what the hell Babylon is at, neither have I seen it. The angel took him by the locks and teleported him and showed him, because he didn't know where to go. He's like, okay, that's kind of vague. You know what I'm saying? You can imagine a dialect between them. He said, go to Babylon. He probably looked at him like, what the hell you mean go to Babylon? I don't even know what direction Babylon is at. Where am I supposed to go? And then the angel like, all right, come on. And took him and bam, dropped the food off and then teleported him back. So you got to expect interventions like that. But if you hasty to make your decision and say, well, I'm going to go out like this, I'm going to do this and that, you don't know what you're going to do, because the Spirit say that a man's goings of the Lord's. How can you know your own way? So all that, I'm going to do this and that, you don't know what you're going to do. I'm going to go to the wilderness. I'm going to go upstate. I'm going to go down south. I'm going to go north. I'm going to go east, west. I'm going to go underground. We don't know. So you really have to be in the spirit of navigating through this thing, because sometimes the Lord may just have you a sitting duck to get caught, to test your faith. Now, if you get caught, then, hey, you just got to, case by case, you still got to keep the spirit. Because if you got caught, it was meant for you to get caught. Remember, the Lord doesn't make mistakes. Now, it's not in our plan to get caught. Okay, nobody want to get caught. But some brothers going to have to go through this, man. But if you a man of the Lord, rest assure you, I don't think that you're just going to get gunned down in your living room in cold blood. I mean, it's a little bit more different. It's a little more complex than that. But, you know, it's through the spirit. So, anyway, let's get the precept real quick. This is the book of James 5:7. It says, be patient, therefore, brethren, until the coming of the Lord. Okay, be patient. Patience is a virtue in this thing. Be not hasty. Think, pray. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And this is the time now to be building that relationship. All right, I mean, you don't wait till the last minute they pop upside your door and you want to pray. No, you want to already have some type of established rapport with Yahweh Shem Yahushai, so at that time your prayers can be answered. So that time you can already have in your mindset, okay, this and this and that. And of course, when they come, you're going to pray too. Like, oh shit, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, what's the next move? You know, and you know, the Lord, he'll give you some sign. You know, he may say, go out the window, go this way. We don't know. I'm just throwing those scenarios out there. Okay, we don't know. We might not even be around it when it happens. Okay, but nonetheless, it is getting ready to go down out here, brothers. And we must focus and continue to report on these things. It says, behold, the husbandman waited for the precious fruit of the earth and have long patience for it until he received the early and latter rain. Be also patient. Establish your hearts. Okay, what does it mean to establish? Let's look that up. All right, so let's go to interlinear. What we have 5. Establish. All right, establish goes into the Greek word.
Strong's G 4741. Sterizo. Sterizo.
Okay, which means, come on, man, what the hell going on? Let me do it again. This thing be acting kind of stupid, but anyway, establish goes into, and it means to make stable, place firmly, set fast, fix, to strengthen, make firm, render constant, confirm one's mind. Okay, to make stable. All right, we're gonna highlight it here. To make stable, place firmly, meaning you have to be unwavering in that day. You have to know that your prayer is going to be answered. You have to know through the spirit that the Lord is going to take care of you, man. Okay, somebody asked you, well, where you going to go? I don't know, but I know the Lord is going to take care of the rest. That's all you need to know. Okay, we don't know. We don't know how this is going to operate. We don't know who's going to get detained, who's going to get mocked. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Brothers are so busy trying to avoid the martyrdom to the point that they're premeditating what they're going to do, and that's not how this works. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, if you're going to be a martyr, you're going to be a martyr. All right? I mean, nobody's going to willingly be a martyr, but if you a martyr, then that's a beautiful thing too. But see, brothers get in the way of that mindset. Oh, I don't want to be a martyr, so I'm going to go ahead and do this and that. You can't stop whether you're going to get your head put in a guillotine or not. That ain't up to you. And when you realize that, you be like, oh, okay, you know what? This is the lot. This is what I got to endure, you know? And ask the Lord to preserve you in that day. You know, ask him. It's nothing wrong with saying, Lord, would you preserve my spirit? And even if you are a martyr, he's still going to preserve you. You know, so yeah, don't just be established in the spirit. Be grounded or established in your hearts, for the coming of the Lord draweth nigh. So hey, we got to be sure in this thing. Okay, we got to be sure. We have to be stable, and don't forget those things. Don't forget, man. All right, keep that. You got the name of the Lord. Use it. This is the book of Habakkuk. Salakia. Habakkuk 2, and I'm going to start at 1. It says here, and I will stand upon my watch. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say to me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Okay, so this is a thing of watching, inquiring of the Lord. Okay, he didn't get hasty. He could have got hasty and said, you know what, I'm not finna wait this shit out. I ain't trying to hear it. No, man, you have to inquire on your next move. All right, because once again, if you try to go out of the spirit, that's going to end detriment, because you can't do anything outside of the spirit that's contrary to Yahweh. So the Lord say, hey, man, get your shit and go. Get your shit and go. Okay, get your shit and go. Period. And we believe the Lord is going to give us signs. He's going to give us certain. It's like laying breadcrumbs, like the trail of breadcrumbs, or like the footprints in the sand. That's going to be the name of the lesson. Lord's will is going to be called the trail of breadcrumbs, you know, because there will be certain signs and so forth to let us know what move we have to make. I wholeheartedly believe that. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord is going to answer us quick in that day. Because in that time, it says Michael shall stand up. It says at that time. So that standard is going to be lifted all around the brothers, man. It just how it's going to go about doing it. Now, don't get discouraged because you feel like the Lord is slack answering. You know, we in those times, but it's building up there. We're not fully in it yet, but we're in it. Okay, when you start seeing them going door to door and you start seeing people get slandered and martyred, then that's when Mike was going to raise that standard up. You have to see that, man. Yahweh Shai is going to raise a standard. All right, believe that. Let's go here. Sirach 2. And I'm going to start at verses, let's start at verses 2. It says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure. Make not haste in a time of trouble. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't go off the deep end. Don't start coming up with these different canonical ideas. Oh, well, I got to do that. No, man. Don't be hasty. Inquire of the Lord of the decisions you should make. You know what I'm saying? Just inquire of the Lord and he will give you the move you need to make. Believe that. Ask him. Pray to him. Lord, Yahweh Shai, what is it that I should do? What signs do I need to know in order for me to navigate through this thing effectively and with less just trouble as I can go through? Because we're going to go through some things, man. You're going to come across some things that's going to be controversial. But that's the whole point of the miracle, being put in situations to be delivered out of it. Because if you wasn't put in it, there wouldn't be much of a miracle now, would it? So, brothers, allow the miracles to take place, man. Understand that we're going to be facing impending shit. We are facing danger when we go out the house. You see what I'm saying? The Lord can cloak you in these times, man. But every once in a while, the Lord is going to throw that test at you. All right, here, bam. Here, bam. So, brothers, allow the miracles to take place in your life, okay? Invite, and when I say invite in certain situations, I'm not saying go look for trouble, but when you see things that you can't avoid that may seem kind of turbulent, invite it, deal with it. See, test the spirit, test Yahweh Shai's faithfulness. The scriptures say you can do that. Test his faithfulness. If you're a man of the Lord and you believe you've been doing the right thing, then put the Lord's words to the test. Okay, well, I'm in a situation that look like I'm finna get gunned down by 10 troops. They got guns to my head, but then what do I do? Do I bug the fuck out? What do I do? Test the spirit. Test it. You know what I'm saying? Pray in Yahweh Shai in that name. And see what happens, man. You never know. An angel could come and smite every last one of them. That's the miracle. That's the standard. You allowed it. So yeah, brothers, you know, just be patient, man, and think in the spirit. Let the Lord plan your moves ahead. Because when you're trying to plan your own moves, you're just going to end up shooting yourself down. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, and we ain't saying just be stupid or be sitting ducks. Of course not. Scripture say be thou pilgrims. You're going to be pilgrims on the earth. Of course you're going to have to move around. Spirit ain't going to have you just sitting there. You know? Spirit ain't going to just have you sitting there. And somehow, some form of fashion, brothers will get wind of that brothers are moving around. When brothers move around, then you're going to know, okay, this is time we going to have to move around. It's going to be a body effort, man. We all going to be in unison. We going to be more connected to the body of Yahweh Shai in that day than what we even believe. You know, brothers may say, oh, well, what about we ain't got no phones? Squad the phones, man. We're going to be connected in the spirit. You won't know through the spirit that brothers ain't around for the bullshit that's going on. And if you around, you need to get going. All right, one last precept here. This is the book of 2nd Ezra 16. And I'm going to start at verses 74. It says, hear ye, O my beloved, says the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Okay, it says here, I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide. All right, so there you go. That is it. Point blank, period. And this is what the Lord told Ezekiel. The deliverer. He said, deliver thee. I think he told Ezekiel that. He said, I'm with thee to deliver thee. Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter. This Bible weird, man, because it don't even, sometimes they don't even tell you. Deliver thee. Pull that precept real quick. Nope. I just gotta go find it then. I'm probably not typing it in correct. This is Ezekiel 3. Damn, I can't seem to find it. It's on the tip of my tongue too. For I am with thee. For I am with thee. For I am with thee. That should be in Ezekiel. Shalakia, brothers, man. I can't find it, man. I know where is it. It's not clicking right now. To deliver thee. Well, he may have told Edris that. You know what? I can't, Salaki, I can't find it. I'm not finna waste too much time on it. But anyway, I'm going to just end it there, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. And with that, Shalom and the Baba Ball.